Hey, what's up? I'm Doc from SampleKings.com. Check out this new series for Reason 7. It's on instructional DVDs. You can buy it now. Check out this video preview. Now I want to look at audio preferences. So we're going to go back here to, let's see, we'll create an audio track. Bam, there it goes right there. Now I'm going to press that little triangle there on the left so we can expand this rack, and it says no audio. Okay, that's bad. So we're going to go back to preferences here, and then we're going to look at audio device. So we're going to go here, and we want to look at I have a built-in mic, and I want to use this built-in output, and that's set up. And so now you will see here in the sequencer as I talk, the mic that I'm using for this video is going in the computer, and it's picking it up, obviously. And then to monitor it back, I can go right here, and now you can hear my voice. See that? You hear my voice along with my voice, whatever that means. Anyway, so here we go back to preferences, and I want to show you something. Let me just sort of mute that back and go back to preferences. The most important thing I want you to understand here is the buffer size. Now, the buffer size deals with the computer CPU having to process and come with algorithms that are going to say, okay, wait, here comes the vocal as it ones and O's coming in, and we're going to turn analog to digital. We want to convert it to a specific sample rate. Now, for example, here we have 44.1. So at 44.1, the computer's taking 44,100 samples every second, okay? And that's in this entire range, or just that one range there. And so we can go from 44 to 48. Now, 48, and when you go to 96K, more than double what that other one was. So we're looking at it now as a huge file and a lot of work for the computer to do. So essentially, if you're going to use a 96K, I want you a hard drive. It's going to be these big, huge files for anything you record, but they're going to sound really cool because it's going to sample every frequency range. So the more samples we have, the higher the quality, the more pristine the sound. It's really great. So here, the problem is this, is the latency. So I'm going to go back into here. You can hear my voice again. And we're back to preferences. And here in preferences, watch this. I'm going to go all the way over here, and now you hear the delay. Now this is at 4,096 samples. So I'm going to go back into here. You can hear my voice again. When doing vocals, we're back you don't want to have latency. And you can see it here. Here in preferences, input latency, output watch latency. This. I'm going to go all the way over here. That's too much. And now, so you hear the delay. I'm gonna go now this is way down to here, and now we have no latency. 96 samples. You can hear my voice as I'm saying it. Now it's when doing vocals, the system, you don't want to have latency. You can see it here as input latency, output. That's pretty good. So when we're recording vocals, we want to make sure that our buffer size is right here, and now we have no latency. When mixing, you can hear my voice as I'm saying it. Buffer size. It's coming into the system, and it's pulling it back. Just the power as accurate as EQs, my compressor, reverb. So when we're recording vocals, we want to make sure that our buffer size everything out the box and rock this sucker. But otherwise, when mixing, so be aware of that when you are recording buffer size. And you'll notice here the input latency now at 64 samples is only 3 milliseconds. My compressor output of 1 millisecond. That's a total just 4 seconds of everything. I'm gonna pull everything out the box and rock this. That's great. But, and so you can see we have, so be aware of that when you are recording vocals. Well here. And you'll notice here the input latency now at 60. Okay, now you can see there, let's turn this off actually right here and get back to our lesson plan. We got active input channels, 2 out of 2. And we got 2 in of 2. That's good. Source clock, internal, okay? There's a control panel also for us. Open the control panel up, and where it takes us to is to our MIDI studio. Now, it may say MIDI Studio, but right here we got a window, and if you're on a Mac, we want to show the audio window because we are in audio right here, and we can see my audio inputs, okay? And let's close this up. Now, below that, we have our monitoring. So, for example, you'll notice here in the sequence section, you can see this green LED going on, and the louder I get, of course, it gets louder, it goes yellow, it can go to red too. And this is the input monitoring. If I turn this on, we hear me. If I turn it off, there's no more input monitoring. So it can be automatic. So Right now it's automatic. I went to automatic, and it automatically recognizes input coming in. It says, okay, I must automatically let them monitor the signal source. And then I can go back here, cut it off. And I can go external. So no monitoring through reasons. I can use external monitoring. Now this is really cool, particularly when you're doing vocals and you want to have the singer hear it back. You may want to send it to an output device. You have an interface, and it can go to the vocal booth, and they can hear back their vocals along, while monitoring themselves at the same time and get an idea how they sound. That's really great for that purpose, of course, obviously. And of course, play in the background.